Now, we invented the box-to-box center back last time, which actually dragged Wolves up into 6th place. And that's the goal. If we don't finish in European spot, we get sacked at the end of the season. And as January strikes, it's time to get some business done. A handful of our best players are out injured, and this team does not have a lot of depth. But despite our need for players, the owner tells us he's not going to be signing any new first team players, but rather helping to build our academy for the long term, which is cool, but it's not really going to help us this season. But this will actually be pretty exciting. Check it out. I'm not generating random players here. We're actually going to mod in some of the best young talent in the world that has not yet made it into FIFA. So by using Football Manager stats as a basis, and Portuguese talents in particular as our inspiration, I was able to mod several players into our academy with real in-game faces. And here's the results. We have João Neves and Andre Gomes both coming from Benfica, and Martin Fernandes from Porto, the right back. All three of these players, if they do go on to hit their full potential, will be world beaters, 87, 85, and 86. And we're not even done yet. Obviously, Bezoer has been our standout player as our false center back this season. But if he gets injured, we are screwed. So we bring in his Dutch replacement, Silvano Vos, with a potential of 88 from Ajax. And just like that, we have 4 of the best budding talents in the world in our academy right now. The downside is they're all in the 60s, so we're not going to get a lot of help in the short term, but we have Luton Town in the FA Cup up next, and if these guys are going to get any chance, it's got to be against this opposition. So all 4 players are going to play. Let's see if they can make that impact immediately. Unfortunately, though, it's putting a lot of pressure on them, and if I'm being perfectly honest, none of the academy kids looked that great right away. We do end up having to rely on the experienced players in the team to get the job done, and hey, we'll take the win. Not a bad performance. And up next, we'll have Arsenal in round 4 of the FA Cup. We're making a good run here, and we're in 6th place in the Premier League, where we also take on Arsenal. So let's get to it. So back-to-back games against Arsenal in the league and the cup. It's a really good test for us to benchmark ourselves against really other European quality teams to see if we can't get results. And just like that, this guy does it again. Bezoer shows what it means to be a goal-scoring center back. Getting himself in the box, that's not a set piece, guys. He's running all the way up from our back line to make that overload happen, and it's worked brilliantly once again. But Arsenal got some firepower of their own to make it 1-1, and as we go into the second half, this is our time for the captain to shine, Ruben Neves. Oh my God. We haven't seen a whole lot of him scoring goals this season, but when he does, there is absolutely no stopping that. We know he has a boot on him, and it separates the teams. As we go into the FA Cup, we play Arsenal again. We just beat him in the league. Can we do it a second time? Well, they're looking better this time already. Complete control of the game in the opening 15 minutes, and as we hang on for dear life, we just have to survive this barrage of attacks here, and another really good chance goes missing. Arsenal fans upset at their lack of finishing here as we keep going. Wolves hanging on to a result so far. Can we score a goal, though? We need to go on to the next round, and as the ball comes in, Pedro Neto, not the guy you'd think getting on the end of a header, does the job here. And we sneak out another 1-0 victory. We'd love to see it. Arsenal taken down twice, and Wolves move on. It is deadline day now. But as promised, we're not getting any new players outside of the academy, which is a bummer, but look at all these talents we have. We have under 21s, it looks like about 10 players. A lot are out on loan, and some of these other players are literally 16, 17 years old. We're going to have to develop them well. And as we roll on in the FA Cup, they keep getting chances. It's Reading up next. We're honestly being given some pretty lucky draws here, and Pedro Neto, simply brilliant. He's been getting better and better as the season goes on, making these surging runs with his pace. And then Andrich with the chance one-on-one here, so calm and composed. Rounds the keeper, we'll take it. We move on, and the young players are starting to click. Silvano Vos, our long-term replacement for Bezoer, is really making news headlines here after a couple good performances in the cup, and he's going to start starting in that position when we're against lower level opposition. He's up to 68 overall, not super high, but in the quarterfinals against Bournemouth, it is a big leap of faith here really for us to be starting players of that age and that experience level. It shows though that we are going to back our players and continue to put faith in youth, really with our top 6 ambitions the priority this season. But Bournemouth, making a meal of that inexperienced back line of ours. Wolves go down, and 30 minutes into this game, I hope that wasn't a mistake to start some of these players. Andrich has the chance to level it, Woo, that is a lovely, lovely save, and we just can't get past the goalkeeper here as we continue to push our way towards halftime. 2 good chances blocked, and Ruben Neves makes it 3. We cannot score. So, as we roll into halftime, something's got to change. Decent performances from our youngsters, but I think Bezoer and McKennie have to be in the second half starting for us here. Let's see if they can't make the difference, but Wolves really need to get out there and turn the tides quick because it simply was not good enough in the first half. And against a team like Bournemouth, we are certainly expected to be winning with the kind of firepower we have now. Silva, lovely to roll it through for McKennie, the substitute. Can he make an impact? Yes! Weston McKennie, 1-1. Wolves are now level once again, and right away, McKennie shows his quality. This really just highlights the kind of difference we have from our bench to our starting 11. Uh-oh, and we might have troubles here as Fabio Silva, one of our best players this season, has gone down injured. Not only not missing the goal, but he could be out for some amount of time. Luckily, Pedro Neto's been good. He comes off the bench. Can he contribute to this team again here? He's looked good the last couple of weeks. And on we go. Neto running. Keep running. Oh, we love to see it. Lovely footwork. Still going. Neves. Andrich. This is the chance. Oh, it's saved by the goalkeeper, but Bezoer is there to finish. And at 2-1, our lovely center back takes us to the semifinals of the FA Cup. What a brilliant run we've been on. And this guy is just absolutely world class. We're looking at a big upgrade for him, I think, in terms of his overall going into next season. Take a look at this, guys. Only big teams left, and I'm including us among that. Manchester United versus Wolves. What a showdown that'll be. But Fabio Silva is going to be out for the next 3 months. So we got to do something about this. He's been really good, which is a shame. But on the bright side, Pedro Neto's been playing good. We're just not going to have a whole lot of depth outside of that. And with the games coming thick and fast, 11 left in the league campaign, and we're down to 8th. We need to finish in a top 6 spot to avoid getting sacked. It looks like we got about 6 games leading up to that one against Manchester United. We need to go on a winning run here. Thankfully, the team is looking up for it, and we're starting to just play some beautiful stuff. I mean, between the formation changes, the false center back, a lot of tactical switches we've made over the course of the last 2 years, we're honestly starting to look like any other top team in terms of possession. We might not be scoring a ton of goals, but the quality of goals is unreal. I love to see the team playing like this. This has been that Jeff Ball philosophy we've been looking for since all the way back in really the beginning of the last season, and it's starting to pay off. And it's led by none other than Bezoer, who I think is up to double-digit goals this season, which as a center back is crazy. So we're back up to 6th place, 6 games left in the season. The fight is on. We have to keep it up. Take a look at this, though. Ruben Neves on a contract expiring 3 months from now. He's our captain, so this is something we have to deal with. Unfortunately, he breaks the news to us that if we don't finish in the Champions League, he's out at the end of the season, which is a huge deal because our goal previously was top 6. So there's some added pressure now, with Manchester United coming up in the semifinals of the FA Cup, so much on the line, and so much that could dictate how our season finishes. What an occasion, though. I cannot wait for this. Our first trip to Wembley as a team, semifinals of the FA Cup, and we kick it off here with possession to start. Can we get the upset win against Manchester United? Well, we're proving we can get results against top teams. It's just a matter of consistency, but our defense has been great. We're scoring goals, and here we go. Bezoer, could he score the early goal? Oh my God, he does it again. Teams are simply not equipped to deal with this. And it seems like they just cannot figure out how to deal with the numbers we're throwing at them. We get the early goal, but Manchester United very much in control of possession after that. Couple of good chances, but hopefully fortune sticks out for us here as we found the goal we needed early. Nunez, who's really grown as a player, plays a perfect ball through. Neto, who's in for the injured Andre Silva, scores a second 16 minutes in. Oh my lord, Wolves 2-0 up. Who would have dreamt this at the beginning of the game? We could be on our way to a stomping here in the semifinals. And as long as things go according to plan, we are booking ourselves a spot in the final of the FA Cup. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Fernandez looks to play a ball through Musiala. Beautiful stuff. Manchester United get a goal back just before halftime. 2-1. Make no mistake, this is still a very close game, and we cannot let our guard down for even a second here. As we go into the second half, it is Manchester United who kick things off. This could be a very, very tense finish to the game. Ruben Neves looking again to capitalize on the counterattack. It is Nori, the left back, who has a chance, cutting inside. Neves, shot, goal, 3-1. I don't want to get ahead of myself for a second time here, but hopefully that was the nail in the coffin. Manchester United have not looked as sharp as us. We have been ruthless when presented opportunities, and that's what you need to go on to win silverware, really. But the game rolls on here. Half an hour still left. Fernandez takes a shot. Ronaldo there to clean it up. Uh-oh. 2-3. Wolves still barely hanging on to the lead we've made for ourselves. Thank God we got that third goal, because this could be even closer. 10 minutes left. What a chance. Jose Sa out there to grab it. United are not done here. Ronaldo looking to play it through. Back heel. Fernandez. Great save. Jose Sa. Only seconds remaining, and there is no shame in seeing this one out. Castagna takes that one to the corner flag. Let's just waste all the rest of the time here. We simply cannot risk conceding a third. And on we go into the box. Just look to get it out here. We continue on, and surely the whistle blows. Oh my lord. Wolves versus Manchester United. That is a game of huge importance. We're going to the final, and this is a big, big deal. When we took the team over last season, they were relegation candidates, and we're up to 5th place now. You can't write this. Manchester United up next in the league. Our second back-to-back game between Arsenal and this now, but I mean, take a look at these stats, guys. Andrich has done pretty well with 13 goals, but oh my god, Bezoer is almost our top goal scorer, and he's got 11 goals playing as a center back, which is simply outrageous. But we'll take it. I mean, in the absence of a true elite striker at the moment, we need goals wherever we can get it. And this is going to be a brutal stretch. United up next, then Liverpool, then the final versus Manchester City. It's a really tough stretch of games, and these 3 games probably could make or break our season here. A trip to Old Trafford proves to be a tough one, as United are looking for revenge after that last game. But despite plenty of chances, they simply can't score on us. The flip side is true, but hey, we'll take the point. Next up, it's Anfield, and I think we really do need a win here. With a couple of teams really breathing down our neck, it's make or break time here for Wolves, and we really look to honestly go on and hopefully finish in the top 4, not even top 6. It's on the cards for us. We just need some results, but oh my god, we are really on the back foot against Liverpool, who've been relentless in the first half, but all it takes is one second half chance. Guedes comes back from injury and scores a goal off the bench to secure a brutally close 1-0 victory against Liverpool at Anfield. The results this season have been nuts. We are now up to 4th place. 2 games left in the season. It is ours for the losing. I genuinely thought at the beginning of the season that top 6 was a bit ambitious, and I really wasn't even planning on achieving our goal, but here we are in a cup final against Manchester City. Let's make the impossible happen. Now, make no mistake, City are the leading team in England at the moment. They're probably the best team in the game, really, in this save at least. And we're going to have our backs up against the wall. But hey, we've shown we can do it, honestly, consistently this season against some of the other top teams in the Premier League. And at the very least, it goes to show we're just simply not scared to play against teams like this anymore. We know our philosophy. We know how we can play. And it's a really good test against one of the best possession teams in the world in Manchester City. Let's see if we can't beat them at their own game in this one. McKennie, lovely tackle from the back line, and here we go off the counterattack. Neto, McKennie, really well done here from Wolves early in the game. Andrich slips through. Neto, this is a great opportunity. Our strikers through on goal. Ooh, that was not a great finish. Really well-worked chance, though. Hopefully we won't come to regret that, but it is Wolves who so far have come the closest in this game. Who would thought we'd be really challenging with top teams even as recently as last season? What an overhaul we've had this season. And honestly, no matter what happens in these last couple games, we are going to enjoy the progress we've made. Uh-oh, Kevin De Bruyne finds the first goal of the game 10 minutes in. And so far, these teams just separated by the 1 goal. We got to keep our heads up and keep morale up because this is far from over. Still a lot of game left to play. And honestly, we haven't looked so bad, have we? But Manchester City continuing to create chances. Our backline is going to have a huge task ahead of them to prevent any more goals in this one. Pedro Neto now, McKennie, lovely movement. Castagna, we have the opportunity ahead of us. Andrich looking for the overhead kick. Brought down by Ake, but fairly, says the referee. We're still giving it our all here, though. Andrich, little dink over the top. Neves, oh, went for the header. Probably should have gone with a foot. But we're still creating here. This game definitely still has some chances in it. You can see on the sideline trying to get our tactics across. And hey, let's throw caution to the wind. It's the second half. We're going 3 at the back, a little less safe. Basically the same formation, but those wingbacks are gonna get higher up. We need goals, and we are not just gonna sit back and hope we can scrape one against Manchester City. That's not the philosophy that we've been after. We really wanna go toe-to-toe with top teams and show our attacking firepower. But City looking to break through our back line here. It is Haaland. Ooh. Through both center backs and the goalkeeper. And the goalie's not getting a hand on that. That's heartbreaking. 2-0 now, and it's definitely looking a little less likely for us, but we're moving the ball around well, and it is still not over. We got to believe in ourselves here. Nori looking to play it through for Andrich. Good possession here from Wolves. McKennie moving the ball around brilliantly. Nunez, can we create something? All the way back to the other flank. We love to see this. Nori, McKennie, Neto slipped in. Chance, blocked, and it's offsides. But hey, it looked really sharp when it was coming off. This is a sign that we are truly becoming a proficient team in our build-up play. Neto now slipped through again. Could this be a chance? He's so pacey. Great opportunity. Ederson out there to save it. We are not backing down, though. Wolves are really giving it our all here. Andrich plays it through McKennie. It's going to be off. It's not for a lack of chances, though. We've created a lot in this game. We just were not clinical. Things haven't gone our way. And then Manchester City find a third. Fair play to them. They'll be lifting the trophy, and this time we miss out. And although it does hurt, the team has come such a long way, and we can't get our heads down because the season is still not over. We have 2 games left, and everything's still on the line. Newcastle and Leeds are next opponents. And would you take a look at this? Leeds and Newcastle both are also pushing for top 4 or top 6 spots, really, along with us. So we couldn't have asked for harder opposition. But hey, you gotta beat the best to be the best. And now we go to these final 2 games. Newcastle up first, and we get a little bit of a heart attack here. 57 minutes into the game, going down a goal. A loss in either one of these games would be huge, with not only the points between us, but really the goal difference, which I think is fairly close. However, we find a goal here against Newcastle to salvage a point, and with Guedes coming back from injury and again making an immediate impact in the team, I'll take a 1-1 result, but it's all going to come down to this final game. We are still in 4th, but there are only 2 points between us and Chelsea. We need a win here to guarantee us a top 4 spot. And against Leeds, who also could finish in a top 4 spot with this game, the pressure is incredibly high for both teams. I think you're going to see an exciting game in this one because both of us have to go in absolutely fearless. A win really could secure top 4 for either team in this match. What a dramatic finish to the season. And Leeds with that relentless pressing as we try to play out from the back. They make life difficult, but hey, we have the personnel to do it. Neto, lovely ball through for Andrich. What can he do? Looking to play another ball through. Nori on the left-hand side, crossing opportunity, but he's patient. Nunez looking to play that ball in. Neto flicks it through. McKennie, oh my lord, it's off, but what a series of passes in the build-up play there. We've looked pretty good, but not good enough so far as Leeds look to create chances of their own. Lovely slide tackle. Man, I know we've had some decent build-up play, but it's not like we've scored insane amounts of goals this season. Fair credit to our defense. I think we have either the 2nd or 3rd best defense in the league. And as we spring a counterattack, this could be a goal here. And it is. Pedro Neto scores, but it's our center back, Richard Lee Bezoer, who got all the way up there to head that ball down for the assist. This guy does everything. He gets goals, he's finding assists, and he's among our best defenders. I think he's one of the best players, overall players, in the world at the moment, and it is showing. But a slim 1-0 victory is definitely going to give us some nervy moments here. We're not even at halftime, so we simply cannot hang on with the scoreline as it is. We need another goal to make us comfortable, and Leeds definitely have had some chances. McKennie now plays it through for Nori down that left-hand side. He has been a menace. Can we create? Again, it's Andrich, and he finds the 2nd goal. Wolves 2, Leeds 1, and surely that will be able to see us through here to secure a top 4 spot. Well, Leeds are not about to back down. A goal not too long after ours really throws a wrench into the gears. 2-1 now, and it is anyone's game. This one gets fiery as Leeds, who also have everything on the line in this game, throw numbers forward. They are desperate to find a goal. And as they move the ball around, oh man, let me tell you, this is one of the most nerve-wracking games I have ever played. Bezoer with the outlet, finally a little bit of possession, some breathing room for Wolves. Can we create? Johnny looking to play it through. Bezoer, we need this goal, and it is saved. Oh man, with 15 minutes left in the game, it is still anyone's for the taking. And although we do have the lead, Leeds are not giving up just yet. Bazoer looking to poke it out. It is one back, sloppy play. Daka, near post finish. Oh my God, Leeds have found the goal that levels things back up. 2-2, and everything is taken back a step now as we cling on here late in the game. 3 minutes left. To secure a top 4 spot, we need a win. Chelsea are very likely to win their game, and if we don't get all 3 points here, they have a much better goal differential than us. Things are not looking great though, as we just cannot get the ball in their half. Leeds are also still going for the win, because if they get 3 points here, that could put them above Chelsea. Adams plays it through. Oh no! The whistle blows! Woo! Saved by the bell. We were sure to concede again there, but we cling on. 2-2. Now the question's gonna be, is it enough? Oh, well, thank God. West Ham have saved our season, grinding out a 1-1 draw with Chelsea that sees us barely stay 4th place, 2 points above Chelsea. Oh my Lord. Well, I have to say, it feels like we massively overachieved this season. And thankfully, we get to keep our captain. Because we finished in the top 4, Neves is signing for an additional 3 years. That is a huge boost to the team as we build genuine Champions League quality talent here at Wolves. But moving into next season, the owner has some news for us. He wants to keep improving the team, and he promises that in the summer he's going to sign a world-class player for us. And although we don't know who it is yet or have control over our signings as long as we're at Wolves, the promise will hold true. We have some big players coming up next season. That's going to come in Season 3 though. Thanks for watching, hope you all stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.